In the booth today, we have Ryan Williams to help me commentate this. So, on pole, Joe Davis and Ian Dowdy, followed by Alex Bates and Triffin Davis. All four of these drivers on the top of the leaderboard definitely need a good run, so this is a great start for the race. Car's going to pull around turn 3 and 4. Let's get an insight before the race starts from Ryan Williams.
Well, I'm down here on pit road with the 41 crew, and they're looking to get a really good run after their bad week last week at New Hampshire, where they got caught up in an early accident. Right now they're starting in, 11th place it looks like. And they're hoping to get a good run as the green comes out, and we're underway at Texas.
Green flag is out indeed, and Joe Davis looking to hold Ian Dowdy off going into one. Not happening there. Ian Dowdy pulls big time on the outside, and that low lane has come to a stop. This is going to be some hectic racing in this first couple laps. Happy hour was not clean. It was quite the opposite, so we'll have to see if these guys get through here without a problem.
Ian Dowdy pulling out to a demanding lead going into turn 4 here, as the field gets 3 wide for second place.
3 by 3 in the back. Whoa, look at that. One car of Robert Kuroga goes on to the grass, and he saves it, but right now it looks like the danger zone would be right where he's at. Robert Kuroga having some trouble getting that car down. Off the corner, look at this field fan out. This is the
cars in the wall coming off of turn 2. It looks like the 21 of Wellborn, Mason Wellborn, as we got almost 4 wide coming off of turn 4 here.
Oh, one car.
And they get together there a little bit.
That was close. Looking for a championship leader. Right now, he is in the danger zone. Jeffrey Stanton on the bottom of 3 wide. He's going to get turned almost. There goes a car around. It's Kuroga into 77. It's going to hit the wall a ton.
Very hard licks on the back straightaway.
And the caution is out.
The cars are underway, though, but Andrew Fessler, number 25, has some damage, it looks like.
Caution is out. We'll have to go back and take a look at what happened, but that is a little incident compared to what could have been previous laps. They were out of control indeed. 4 laps complete here at Texas. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to the 77 and the 25. Oh, God. Almost 5 wide there. And, 25 is just going to be an innocent bystander trying to get through, and Jason Shalinsky is just not going to allow that. Almost 5 wide off turn 2 at Texas. So this is not what these drivers wanted, but like I said, that was a little stamp on what could have been a huge incident.
Hard lick for the 25, though, on the driver's side.
Pit stops underway here, as it looks like a couple cars are going to stay out. Some strategy going into play. But your leader, Ian Dowdy, going to come in first and see if he can get out.
Here's that Eddie Roberts, number 16, and Alex Gordon, number 9, have stayed out.
Joe Davis.
Drivers hit pit road.
Joe Davis got that first pit stall, and looks like Kyle Young is going to be a 2-tire stop, and he's out. And a slow pit stop for these guys. A couple guys taking 4 tires in the front. The leaders will take 4 tires, and that's going to be a huge loss for Ian Dowdy as he's still on pit lane now pulling out.
They must have got hung up on the jack because that was an awful long pit stop for the number 01.
Oh, and Joe Davis just got rear-ended by the points leader of Jeffrey Stanton. What is going on here, guys? There's a couple guys on pit.
We have some slow traffic coming off the apron here.
They're stacking up here coming off the pit road exit. Let's hope they get it all sorted out here.
Not really sure what's going on there with number 1. He's very slow on the apron. I have to go back and see what happened.
Yeah, and I don't know. She got some weird rash. Oh,
well, the Vaseline was like,
we're going live.
Weird.
We're going live. Okay.
Oh.
We're back here at the FMB Offline Series, race number 6, and I don't know if you hear that. That's going to be annoying. Okay. Here we go. Off turn number 4. Alex Gordon staying out with Eddie Roberts. Going to lead him to the flag. And green. Flag is back out here at Texas.
Field already getting jumbled up going into turn 1.
They could have been 2 by 2 if for that case. They are already 2 by 2. In some cases, 3 in the back. Look at Eddie Roberts wasting no time. Put him to the point as they come off two.
38 car almost in the wall coming onto the back straightaway. As they are checking up big time in the middle of turn 4. The number 2 car of Chris Barnes getting out of shape.
Yeah, it looks like a couple cars back there are going to suffer. Looks like the 41's there. Stephen Knight was also there. Oh, Pacioli and Tyler Wesley going to swing it off the corner. This is going to be big time, guys. Oh, they somehow make it work. And that could have been chaotic as the pack is behind them. And look at, speaking of this pack, look at this.
88 and 77 got together there a little bit.
3 wide racing in the back here. It's not what you want to do if you're racing for a championship, as the 88 or the 99 definitely is.
Back to the lead, Kyle Young looking underneath the 16 car of Eddie Roberts. He went a little bit high coming off turn 2.
And Steve Rada, out of nowhere, has pulled up to the 9's door as they come out of turn number 4. And look at Jordan Buster peeking, wanting to make it 3 wide maybe.
It appears as though staying out is not helping the number 9 and the 16.
No, definitely not. But Eddie Roberts is making it work for now. But here comes Kyle Young. Remember, he took 2 tires in that last stop, so we'll have to see if the 2 tires is the way to go. Drivers that took 4 tires, the first being Alex Bates, right now sitting 12th. And if you're looking for Ian Dowdy, you got to go all the way back to position number 19th, where he is working on Pacioli off the corner, and he's going to get turned, and there goes the 18 hard, and wow. Oh, that's
problems, Wendy, on the front straightaway here.
Oh, that's
oh,
that's a big crash. It looks like the 41's going to make it the 77, the 4, the 88. Oh, that's a huge hit for Chris Barnes. And that car is all tore up. Right now, racing back to the line. And see if
Andrew Fessler got a piece of that again, his second incident of the day.
And Kyle Young's going to come up short, so that's probably what Ian Dowdy and Alex Bates wanted to see. As
Dylan Smith, number 32. And who else is that, number 18? Smoking on the apron here. They're going to have a lot of, speedy dry on the bottom here.
18 there is...
Fuck.
18 of Timmy. Let's go back and take a look at what happened here. This is a pretty big shunt for the 2 of Chris Barnes. And this all started with the 07 of Tyler Wesley in the 18. And that's a huge hit for the 18. And then Chris Barnes just gets hooked. And my goodness, that is one of the worst hits we've seen this year in this series. And that is all driver's side. And, oh, he was almost through it. And then bam. And look at the 97 of Jeffrey McClintock Jr. just scraping by. And we're going to go to up front to see who pitted and who didn't. It appears for now everybody's getting caught up. Let's take a look and see if anybody pitted in that last stop. Oh, some checkup there on the back. Looks to be sorted out now. But we are under caution for the second time. 14 laps of 34 completed. We'll be back after this commercial break. Thank you for watching the F&B Offline Series, race number 6 at Texas. And we're back. Let's go on board with the 41 of Ryan Williams as he gets through this crash as we're about to go green. Just peeking and weaving through, and definitely luckier than most of the drivers involved in that crash. Thankfully for Ryan Williams, no significant damage, and he should be ready to go on the restart. Speaking of the restart, we're about to go to it. Right now, F&B Offline Series officials had said that they would not be doing double file restarts. Lap cars will be in the back, and that's going to help a ton. So right now, Eddie Roberts' worst fear is fuel. Remember, he has not pitted this race. And Kyle Young, and mostly everybody behind him, is been into the pits today. So
a lot of those cars behind him took 2 tires, though. Remember that.
Yep.
So I'm sure if they got the cans full, or the tank full.
Green flag back in the air of the starter, and Eddie Roberts is going to have to hold a hard charging pack here. Steve Rada is the first to dive into turn 1. He dives to that low line right below Jordan Buster. And look at him. He's coming. Here he comes. He's going to be on the back bumper of Cal Young as they come off the corner. Second in points, championship contender Bobby Campbell dives below him, and that's going to be a 3-wide race in turn 4. But, wow, what happened to the 10? He had to get out big time there. Wasn't feeling it, I guess. Eddie Roberts is loving what he's seeing behind him. 3x3 racing.
Another big stack up going into turn 1 in the middle of the field. As the 97 is all over the back of the 21. 21 looked like he had damage from that last incident, and he's possibly holding up cars who are faster than him.
Look at that. Jeffrey Stanton gets a little nudge by the 97 of Jeffrey McClintock Jr. Moves him out of the way, and he's going to start working his way up to the field now. But he's going to have to get past this colossus of cars in front of him, as it's going to be pretty hard to get through this. Right now, 19 of 34 complete, getting down to the late stages of the race. What do you see as we're going for a lead change up here with Kyle Young? I was just going to say, do you think Kyle Young has it? And right now, Eddie's going to get around him on the outside for now. Do you think Kyle Young's got what it takes to get around Eddie Roberts?
Well, I talked to him before the race. He appeared to be sick a little bit, under the weather. I'm not quite sure if he'll be able to hold out in this hot Texas heat.
It's going to be interesting to see this battle unfold. And it appears it's getting pretty heated up, if you will, because you've got Jordan Buster and Steve Rada that dives below the 0-0 into 1, but it's not going to work. I think Steve Rada is... Oh, he just backed off big time there. I think he's waiting.
You can only imagine the 16 is going to lose this position earlier, or sooner or later, for he stayed out all race. 0-0 did take 2 tires, but you know that would help him eventually.
Tire wear may come into play here as they finish off lap number 22, and we've got 3x3 in the back. This could get messy here, guys. In the middle of that 3x3, Tyler Wesley, he's been the forefront of big crashes tonight with just the most recent one.
Ian Dowdy, your outside pole sitter, is stuck in the middle of that.
Oh, and he gets in the wall a little bit, and he's got the 19 of Anthony McGuire all over him. And Timmy Pacioli, which caused that big crash with the 07 right now. And, oh, the 97 is all over the back bumper of Colin Brown. You're not missing anything up front, guys. This is the most exciting part of the track right now. We can tell you. Oh, and speaking of,
on the apron,
yeah.
Check up.
Oh, he gets turned, and that's hard in the fence. Oh no, what has happened here? This is going to be an that is hard.
Alex Gordon is involved.
Gordon is involved, yes, and coming to the line, Kyle Young. This may be the last time, and right now, 10 to go. We will see another restart, but what has happened?
It appears as though the 21 and the 88 are involved again.
So let's go back and take a look here. We just talked about Jeffrey McClintock Jr. getting antsy with the 5, and it appears that he just gets cut off a little bit. He dives onto the apron. And does that piss off Alex Gordon? Because he just turns right into him. And that, oh, and the 88 and the 21 with nowhere to go. And there again, Ryan Williams in the 41 just nipping it big time and missing out on what could have been a lot of damage to his race car, but sitting 27th right now, so not where he wants to be. Oh.
You can only imagine the talent of that youngster. He'll eventually make it up to the field.
So here is what may sway the vote for the winning race. Will anybody pit this time? We don't know the fuel situation on the 16 of Eddie Roberts, and we definitely don't know the fuel situation on the drivers that have taken 2 tires on lap number 5. Is that going to be enough?
I have to imagine the cars who did pit earlier and took 2 tires will be able to make it. If not, they probably would have pitted already. I'm fairly confident that 16 can make it as well, but I'm not sure if he can hold off the late race charge of these drivers who did pit behind him.
We have some word from Ian Dowdy's pit, and Ian Dowdy does not seem too happy. This is what we got from our local pit road reporter. Ian Dowdy was reporting of having a very loose race car, but more importantly, he has been very frustrated about his first pit stop and how he lost so many positions, and sitting 19th right now, hasn't even made one spot back up. So do you think that plays in to do you think that plays into what these other drivers that took 2 or even stayed out, you think that plays into what the race could turn out to be? Does it turn out to be a 1-stop race or even a 0-stop race?
Well, the 16 is about to show us if it's a 1-stop race or not, or a 0-stop race, but I imagine it is a 1-stop race and a 2-tire race at that, only because so many cars did take 2 tires. It was just a bad call on 0-1's part for 4 tires, and he also got involved in that accident on the front straightaway. So,
yep, they're fighting that right side damage on that car, and right now not too good. That car has not been able to mend with the track surface and get that car to turn, as they said, having a lot of loose race car problems and tied off. So it's going to be interesting to see what the 01 of Ian Dowdy can salvage out of this race that he set on the pole for. And in the past couple weeks, we have seen a dominating factor sit on the pole and win the race, but that has been quite the opposite, actually. It's been the total reverse. And we'll have to see if we get the one to go this time by. And if we do, this is going to help Eddie Roberts definitely on his fuel situation here. And it appears that we're not. Oh, yep, there goes the lights. So 1 to go here at Texas, the Offline Series race number 6. What are your expectations for Kyle Young and or Jordan Buster if he can get there?
Well, they're going to have to get underneath him, but I still imagine that Eddie Roberts' tires will go away. There's still plenty of time on this restart for the 00 and the 31 to make a move. So as long as they don't get side by side, they can easily pass the 16 car before the end of the race, and I'll be surprised if he does win.
Just recently, FMB Offline Series managers and officials and the officiating crew had announced that there will not be no green-white checkers for this season. So if this comes down to another caution, I believe the race will end under yellow. That is definitely not what this field wants to see. They want to try to get every position, and especially for Bobby Campbell right now, sitting 6th. This is going to be huge for the championship if he can finish where he's at. But there ain't nothing more than what Eddie Roberts wants is to win this race right now, and it's his race to lose. Green flag. It's back out. Kyle Young, he did not waste any time. He is on the back bumper of Eddie Roberts, but loses it going into 1 a little bit.
Like the 16 got up through the gears a lot better, but I can only imagine he will lose that position eventually. As long as the 00 and the 09 do not get side by side, which they are,
here comes,
side by side will hold them up.
Here comes Tanner Guns. We haven't seen him all day, and he was one of the drivers that took 4 tires. Actually, he was one of the drivers that managed to take 4 tires and not lose half a track of position. So this could be the winning car right here, and he pulls below the 00, and they just caught the 16 like he's standing still. He may be sputtering there. The 16 may be out of gas as they are looking for the pass now. And no, there he goes. He's pulling again. But something...
Like he's playing chicken with the field here, but they're right up on his bumper.
Something has went amiss possibly on that car. And that has bunched up the top 5, 6, or 7 cars here. And there he pulls away again. That was interesting. Maybe sputtering a little bit. But right now, a caution would end this race. And that's not what these two drivers battling for second and first want to see.
If they have any hope of getting around the 16, they are going to have to clear each other. So the more they race side by side, the less time they're going to have.
It appears that Eddie Roberts, who's been dominant on that high side, is not wanting to move off that high side. And oh, look at that. Eddie Roberts may have just got some silver lining, but no, there he comes. Kyle Young off the corner, and he dives low. And if the 00 does not get, or the 09 and the 00 don't get side by side, they might have a chance. Coming to 3 to go here. And look at this. This is going to be close, guys. Kyle Young kind of spaces it out going into 1, but look how much he gains. That's the tires right there. You can only imagine that's the tires.
They're getting off a racy here in the midfield. only hoping that the caution.
Oh, there goes a crash. There is the crash in the back. There is a car around.
Oh,
well,
plenty of cars. Robert Kuroga getting caught up.
Here comes Kyle Young up the corner. This will be for the race. Kyle Young and Eddie Roberts to the line. Eddie gets
16
it.
got him.
What a race. That's going to end it. White flag next time by, but the caution's out. Alex Bates has got turned around. They're still racing back to the line here as these guys are all torn up. Brent McCaleb looks to be involved again. Chris Barnes. I don't.
Like the 41 could evade this one, as it looks like he does have some damage.
That is going to end the race. And that is definitely something Eddie Roberts wanted to see. And as they're going to come to take the white flag this time by, yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that Kyle Young was going to get around him if that caution wasn't going to come out.
He spent too much time battling with the 0-9. You can only see that coming, though, with the way the field was racing. We have a stopped car on the apron coming through turn 4. Jeremy Davis. It looks like he made it to the pits.
Let's go back and take a look at what happened here. Is that was a pretty huge crash in the back, and my goodness, the 41's gonna make it through another crash, and this one he earns it big time. Let's see, the 20's gonna get turned by the 19, and that's just gonna bottle up the field. And the 97's there, the 07, the 5, the Colin Brown. There comes Alex Bates piling in.
The outside pole sitter got involved again, Ian Dowdy.
And Dowdy's also there. And here comes the back part of the pack. And they're just trying to get through, but up front,
the checker here, the 16 will be your winner, Eddie Roberts.
And Eddie Roberts, is he going to make it to the line? It appears he will have enough gas. These caution laps probably helped a ton. And Eddie Roberts is going to win your number 6th race of the season. And Eddie Roberts is your winner. Let's go down the running order for this race. Eddie Roberts, Kyle Young, Tanner Guns, Jordan Buster, and Bobby Campbell round up the top 5. Dirk Flemish, Steve Rada, Jonathan Tolman, James Chu, Triffin Davis, and Brian McCurrow, your top 11. And then so on, you can see there. Let's go back and take a look at where Ian Dowdy placed. And you have to scroll all the way down to about 18th place. And that's pretty sad, seeing that that's how exactly where he started when he lost all those positions on that pit stop.
Goes to show how important track position is today.
So officially we will have 23 cars, or no, 25 cars finish the race. Everybody else either out for retirement, damage, or accident. So we want to thank everybody for joining in of this 34-lap race at Texas for the 6th race of the season. For Ryan Williams and Bobby Campbell, the FMB Offline Series heads to its next race next week. Make sure to join us there. Thanks for watching.